Welcome back to another episode of Starsector version 0.9 Alpha, and we're continuing this Let's Play with our exploration fleet. Nothing, again, too fancy here. We've got most of our ships in lighter frigates and a couple of light cruisers. And I'm continuing to explore for kind of finding that first starting system that we're going to use for our first colony. So, still on the hunt for that. And what I'm going to probably do this episode is jump around a bit and just kind of do a little bit of fast forwarding. That way you don't have to sit through quite a bit of exploration. But I will bring back anything of interest and kind of pull up anything of interest rather. So we'll go ahead and skip forward. What I'm doing right now is moving towards one of these constellations here. Actually, these three constellations I've not explored at all. I've not even peeked my head in yet. So we could try to get these three. Then I'm starting to wonder where the rest of the love is. There are a few along the northern section of the galaxy here that we've not touched. We have covered quite a bit of the southeast, and we have covered quite a bit of the northwest because we were following some exploration missions during that last little endeavor to the northwest. So we have quite a bit of area that is explored, but we still do have quite a bit that is left over. I hope I don't lose the handsy here. It's a lot of storms that I just ran through on accident. We'll try to thread the needle here. I'm probably going to eat a little bit more damage. I really don't want to run the gauntlet of four or five storms in a row. We're almost to this new area though, so I'll keep this going just for a minute so you can jump into one of these systems with me. And let's take a look and see what this new area has for us. With so much damage. I'm really probably burning through supplies like crazy right now. I do need to, I keep forgetting, I do at some point want to stop, I guess basically stop working for the hegemony so that I can have my relations back to a neutral status or closer to it. I'll do that at some point before I open my own colony. But we do need to start working on maybe doing some missions for these other factions once our hegemony contract is up, because we're going to need to make sure that those are positive relations for the most part. So this is was this the double binary? No. Was it? I could have sworn I saw something recent. Oh, maybe that was farther toward the northwest. Yeah, that might have been it. I think these are just close by. So still looking for, again, you know, if we can't find a Terran system, that's fine. I'm assuming they are randomly generated based on your seed, so nothing I can really do about that. We did immediately get a domain era probe, though. Can't ever look a gift horse in the mouth. Those are always decent resources to find here. I might run kind of a gauntlet of this system here in the belt and see if I can't grab any useful additional resources like probes or anything like that, because we are kind of at the edge of our range here, so we want to make sure we have some resources to take back home with us in order to make that trip. So I'll go ahead and skip forward here to find something of interest for you. Otherwise, I'll just keep on exploring. Alright. It's happened. We just dropped into a system here, and we finally have found, I think, our first Terran world, and this Terran-eccentric world, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to swing over here and take a look. We're actually pretty far on the edge of the galaxy, so I'm not sure how realistic this is going to be in terms of accessibility, but I definitely am going to take a look and find out what all the hubbub is about. So this is the eccentric world, and we're going to drop a survey here real quick. So right off the bat, it's habitable. Okay, it looks like the biosphere is deadly, and it has poor light. But assuming that's because it's an eccentric world. We're going to perform the survey. Common, poor, scattered ruins, so nothing too special about this world. We'll go ahead and explore these ruins, and what the... Oh, salvage. Okay, I thought it was a random combat. We're not going to recover those ships. They're pretty basic. We will, however, take some of your goods. So this winds up being a, let's see, what was the, 125 is your hazard rating, and really nothing too special. So it was actually only a class 3 according to the survey data we got back. Let me grab this probe real quick. I'll skip it if it has any automated defenses, which it does. That's a lot of automated defenses. That might have something useful. So we only have tectonic activity, so the hazard rating evens out because it's plus 25, negative 25 plus 25. So let's survey this planet. Ball. Common rich ore, that's decent. Rich farmland, that's decent. So class 5 survey data, that's not bad. This is, oh gosh, yeah, so it's going to have really bad isolation. Even if we were to remove all of the hostilities with other factions by, and we couldn't even do that because we'd still have pirates and a Luddic path. So we'd still at least have some percentage of hostility there. You do also get a negative 19 modifier just from being so isolated. So I wonder that if you need another colony somewhere in between to kind of act as a connector. So that's a bit rough. The first thing that we find winds up being something that we can't do. Let's go ahead and take out our aggression on this enemy fleet here. This might have been a bit too much. We'll see. But I feel a little bit more aggressive. I think I'm going to still play really passive and have everyone kind of fall back a bit. I'm actually letting the AI do the flying, and I want to focus more on the overall command. So I have to be a little bit careful, and I want to give my orders in chunks because the command, when you open up a command, it stays open for a couple seconds. So let's take our destroyers out. Okay, I'm going to assign 2, 2. We'll assign this to fight this. These two are already assigned. So I'll come out of this here and I'll bring up our shields. I do want to try to grab these little ships before they pose any issues. I might just be super aggressive actually as well. Let's get these jets active. Oh, I didn't really mean to launch my salamander. Oh no, salamanders are fine. That's right. I think we replaced everything with salamanders recently so we can be more aggressive with our missiles. So I'll actually give that an auto attack order. Alright, and we'll drop the shields and we're going to go over and try to get this ship. Oh, are you a ship? That's cute. That is cute. Alright, right here as well. Oh, I love ships with no shields. Absolutely. Any day of the week I will take this. There are a lot of them, but I think we can knock them out pretty quick. Pretty beefy for a ship like that. Come over here and rock out with this ship here. A little high on our flux. We may have to vent here and take a little bit of damage. So I'll do that now. While I'm doing that, he's fine. He's barely even scratching. I'm still rotating the ship. He's trying to shoot the same area. Yeah, geez, guys, where's my escort at, huh? I blew him up. What else is next? We've got this guy just turning tail and running. We'll try to catch up and do a little bit of damage here. And that's all of this last. I think this was the last. Looks like they're flying over in this direction, so maybe there's still one more left. I do still like the small, quick, kind of dashing fleet that I've got. It's been really fun. I think, you know, it's one of those things that you should be able to, for the most part, dodge out of the way of most trouble. Like, basically dodge them on the overall map of the game. And if you need to, you know, fight, you should be able to make the run. Now, of course, having all those support ships, I think we got in trouble with that at one episode where we lost one of our tankers and our freighter. Or that might have been my first playthrough. I honestly can't remember now. So we've got a bunch of stuff here. We got another Gamma Core. We are stocking up on those. We've got a Thumper and some Vulcans. I'll just grab some of those. They're not too impressive. There is a weak hyperspace ping, so it's probably called to somebody. We'll take their volatiles. And so that wasn't as special as I was hoping. That was kind of, I mean, it was nice. The planet is very nice, but you know, how far it is away from the rest of civilization kind of counteracts that level of interest for me. So I think what I will do is go ahead and skip ahead. There's one more system in this constellation that I want to take a look at. After that, I will probably... How's our fuel situation looking? We can roughly get back to most of the populated area, so I'll probably just see what's in here. Ah, another Terran world. Aren't you sneaky? Let's go check out this Terran world. It's probably going to have a similar problem with the other one. It's that it's so far away. But if we manage to get something out in this direction, like maybe a colony here, right? This is I don't know how close or how far it needs to be, but maybe if we find something right in the middle, it might take away that isolation penalty, and then we could have 2 colonies all the way out on the edge of known space. This is just straight up habitable. There's no other negatives to it, so it's already got a decent survey rating. Ooh, abundant organics, adequate farmland, moderate ore, so nothing crazy great, but it's a fairly just decent hazard rating. It would be very cheap to build and maintain buildings on this planet, although, again, we still have that penalty for isolation. So I'm going to probably do a little research on how to counteract the isolation penalty, because I've not explored that aspect of the colony management just yet. So I would think, right, that that's all we need is to drop a colony in, somewhere nearby. I need to know if it's, within X amount of light years from your target colony. So do we have to put a colony here as opposed to here? So we also there might not even be anything in Dayu here, so we may not have any way to do anything with what I was hoping. But I think what I will do right now is skip forward to the next point of interest in this video, so you don't have to watch me basically crash through storms. And we're back here in Hegemony space. I think I'm going to go ahead and resign my Hegemony commission, because I'd like to start working at repairing all of the damaged relations I have with some of these other factions. Because I've been working for the Hegemony, we keep going to war and things like that. So if I keep doing missions for things like the Persian League, the Lytic Church, the Diktat, and the Tritachyon, I should wind up getting those factions back up to normal levels. So I've not had a whole ton of luck going out as a intrepid explorer just by ourselves. So I think, getting a little scan here, I think what I'd like to do is go back to doing some of the old bounty stuff that we were doing before, like really start heavily investing into becoming bounty hunters. We'll try to keep the fleet light and fast. I might wind up dumping the cargo ship, because that is rather bulky. I think its maximum burn is 7 compared to some of these others, which are a little bit higher. I guess not 8, right? The fuel ships are important because it lets us extend our range. If we're not doing surveying as much, like if we only plan on maybe surveying 1 or 2 systems, it might not be a bad idea to dump the big cargo ship. And maybe we pick up some of the converted freighters that kind of work as storage, but also as combat. Not sure if I want to go that route yet or not. It does give us 1,100 cargo capacity, so that would be a big chunk of our existing cargo. So we'll just do another couple runs with it, just to see how we feel if we're focusing on doing bounty hunting. So let's look at the intel screen. I just passed through a bunch of occupied space here. So what do we have going on? We have a probe mission withdrawn. Let's look at these bounties. These are all pirate-based bounties. This is a simple one that we can do immediately. This is a kind of a clearing out the garbage kind of a thing. You get kills based on per frigate. This might be a fun one. This is 127k. They only have 2 cruisers, quite a few frigates though. But they also have combat freighters. I think I'm going to try this one first. She's right here. What about exploration? We have a exact location unknown. Survey data for Morganth. Must have been something we picked up in the past. So I don't see any exploration missions down this way. But we're very close to this area. So she is in a barren Bombarded World and Penelope's Star. Let's go visit and try to make some money as bounty hunters. I think that's going to be a lucrative way to proceed. Plus, we can get back to doing some combat. I've been doing a lot of exploration this episode and then last episode, I think, as well. So let's go ahead and focus on maybe, you know, killing some folks, getting a little bit more experience with combat. So far, I'm doing really well when I don't have to... when I treat my ship, my capital ship, it's like a cruiser. When I treat my cruiser as kind of a cleanup crew, and I'm able to focus on cleaning up the little ships so that my little ships can pepper the bigger ships. I think that's the key, is using that rock, paper, scissors approach to fighting. So she's supposed to be in a barren bombarded world. There's 2 of them right there, and I think that's it. So we'll head that way. And again, we did uncover some unclaimed Terran planets, but the problem was that they're so far away from the central core that it wound up being like, you know, look at the value of these. It's only 280 to, you know, 400, very low hazard rating, but it's so far away that the accessibility would be just impossible. It's all the way down here in the corner of the universe. So I really want to find a planet in this initial step outward from the core worlds. So I might try to focus on doing surveys for as many of these worlds as I can. Alright, so here's the combat fleet we're about to encounter. Let's take a look at this real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It's got a couple of cruisers, but really a lot of this is very small ships, which I think our fleet is really good at destroying. So let's move into engage. I didn't mean to hit that one. I meant to hit continue. So let's do this. I'm gonna have my frigates stay on our cruisers and our destroyers. So 2 for you, 2 for you, 1 for you. I'm going to assign my carrier to follow me. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's follow a destroyer. So the destroyers should roughly work on their own. Uh-oh. One of our Wolf class ships already has CR issues. How much CR? How low are we? Oh, did I not wait? Oh, that might have been a problem. I don't think I waited long enough between coming out of all those areas. The clouds, the storm clouds. Let's have him get closer to them. Have him get closer to him as well. We'll do this. We'll chain them all together, and you'll just be search and destroy is what I want you to do. So I'll stick with our Falcon. Everyone else should basically move off us. If the CR gets really, really bad, I don't think I've had a battle with these before. These comm relays. Faster command point recovery. Top speed. That's nice. What does this give us? ECM rating. Reduces weapon range for side with lower ECM. Okay. I might want to try to pump over to the right and get that nav buoy so that we can have maximum speed. In fact, I'm going to order my ship that way. Okay, here come the ping returns. I actually kind of want you to back up just a bit. You're really far exposed here. Why don't you bring it back a notch so that the rest of the fleet can catch up with you? Hello, hello. Can we get some brakes, please? Yeah, I'm going to need you to back the hell up. There you go. A little bit better. I just don't want him so exposed that he's going to get wiped out by all these ships coming in. So you were overextended. You're dead. I love ships that don't have that don't come with shields. Sorry about that. I gave you a little bump there. Okay. All these ships here are way overextended from the rest of their supporting fleet, so we will punish them as quickly as possible. I'm kind of trusting that the rest of my fleet is doing okay here. I can't really keep an eye on them at all times. We're a little overextended, so I'm going to back up just a notch. Oh. I almost thought I got that overload, but I didn't, so I'll have to kind of back up a bit. Oh, our limit. Oh my god. Well, we just got nuked to all hell. That sucked. Let's see if we can get on board the other cruiser here. Shit and darn. See if we can take command and not... Do you not get blown up? That'd be nice. So, we got overextended when I tried to punish everyone else for being overextended. Nice. Alright, can we have the entire fleet reconvene here? Who's exposed? One of our ships is exposed. Let's pull everyone back here. Okay. We'll do a fighting retreat, so to speak. Pull the shields down, get the maneuvering thrusters here. One of our ships over here is really... Oh, our carrier is so done for. Dang it. Alright, that's 2 down for us. Not as many down for them. And hey, if we die, you know what? I'm going to just go with it, because that's part of what this game is about, is losing and learning from your mistakes. So I'm not above taking one for the team, going down in flames here. Vent. I'm way too close to everybody, but I don't think they have the damage to punch through my armor right yet. Okay. Shields need to come up really quick. Oh, turn for it. Whoever's got those missiles. Oh, that's that damn cruiser that I was like, oh, that's no big deal. He's just a cruiser. Okay. So this is going to be a bad fight. I think this might be the end for us. This is both of our cruisers. We're out of torpedoes here. I'm on a ship that I'm kind of unfamiliar with in terms of what we've got on it, and I'm barely maneuvering here too. I have really bad maneuverability. I could order a full retreat, but I almost just kind of want to play it through and be aggressive. And if we die, I think I will. I don't know if I might start another Let's Play of the same game. I have been wanting to experiment a little bit with some of the mods available for Starsector, although I don't think they're quite ready for 0.9 release yet. So maybe I'll just continue on and just have another fun Let's Play. But if I lose it, I lose it. But I'm very addicted to this right now. I just don't know the best start. I think spending so much time trying to get to the ships, get to the colony was a bad idea. We could have been prioritizing, making money through doing bounties. Let's see if we can help out with this this cruiser here. I think we're going to get overwhelmed on these fighters, though. All of our ships are having CR problems because they're overextended, or they've been going too long. I had to drop flux. I'm lucky that he's not facing me, because I think he would have unloaded his rockets on me and wiped me out here. Put our shields back up and stay on this ship here. Yeah, basically everything's firing, but this guy's got such good... And now we're a light cruiser fighting against I think a heavy cruiser. So we're going to have a little trouble. Our ships are kind of still spread all over the place. Can we do a full retreat since I've given a full assault? Yeah, let's do that. Well, that was a bit rough. That was a bit rough. Let's see if we can get to the edge of the territory here. I don't know if we're going to be able to recover our ships because we're getting pursued at this point. Oh, no! Those damn fighters. Maybe I'll just make an entire fleet full of just fast frigates and that's it. Oh, hey, we can press enter to retreat. I don't think I ever saw that before when I was manually in control. Yeah, that was a bit rough. I way overestimated our ability to... Well, I think it was really... It's less so the ability of the fleet. It was my ability as a captain. Because I think I put our ship in a really bad spot by overextending there to try to punish some other ships. What got me was going overloaded on flux, and then I wound up getting just hammered by a barrage of missiles from one of the big missile ships. So that was a painful one, for sure. We're still waiting for the last of our ships to escape, and I think they did. Was that it? All right, we lost 270 crew. We were defeated. We lost our large cruiser, and our attack carrier. Oh, I really don't want to... I don't want to leave those ships. You won't be able to do any salvage operations. That'd be such a kick in the nuts after all the work we've done. To not be able to recover those ships. Let's go ahead and be, you know what? Let's do it. This is it. If we don't, it's all or nothing here. It's all or nothing. Let's try to swarm. We'll use, mass swarm tactics here. We obviously are going to have a ton of CR problems because our ships are just coming out of combat back into combat. At least we get some more torpedoes on this ship. We did get did we get reloaded? No, we didn't even get reloaded. We didn't have time to do that. Oh god, that missile over there almost came behind me and just wrecked me. They may even do that. They may get a good shot on me. Yeah, I think this one's over with, but and I could retreat and we could, you know, go with what we've got, but you know, it's still early on in the experience of this game, so I think it's going to be fun to start over again and do things a little bit smoother. I'm literally like hitting my own ship. Maybe I'll try to build up my my forces and try to get, you know, some bigger, more powerful cruisers down the road. Looks like we lost 2 ships there. They've lost another Wolf class or a Wolf class. I don't think we have the damage output right now to even be able to take down some of these bigger ships. We should be able to get this guy. Let's go ahead and push on him. Oh, I didn't realize that we're at our flux capacity. Yes, please have your missile dodge me. No, okay. We're barely holding on here. It's like duct tape and super glue. Oh, here comes the cruisers. Just ready to just drop the hammer. Oh, that's it, guys. Full assault. No excuses. No retreat. This is it. This is it. Why go out in anything but a blaze of glory? I wish I had the really strong burner drive. I'm probably not even going to make it to the damn ship. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ramming speed. Got it. Let's do it. I wonder if that's a strategy for bigger ships. We're going to stay on him until he blows up. Uh-oh, there goes the... We're going to overload in any second here. Here comes the pain. Here comes the pain. What a super fun game. I love it. Even when you're losing, it's such a fun game. Oh, brutal. Were we the last ones? We were the last ones. Alright, guys. I think we learned a lot on this Let's Play. I did a lot of exploration, I think a little earlier than I really needed to worry about. I probably could have focused on building up the fleet. And I think that's what I'm going to do from the next Let's Play. I'm going to start right away with doing some bounty hunting and focus on combat. And I'm going to take a look at the mods. I don't think that there are any mods. Sorry, there are mods out, but there's not any big mods out for 0.9 yet. Although I will look at some of the mods people have suggested that are kind of like a combination of utilities just to see what they offer. So I might come back in here with some new mods. But I'm definitely going to have another Let's Play of Starsector. And we can call this the learning phase, right? The learning Let's Play. But it's been super fun. I think rather than trying to scrounge it together after losing our initial cruiser, it might just be better to start over. Up to you. Let me know if you don't like that kind of a thing. I mean, I'm going to do it right now anyways because that's where we are right now, this Let's Play. But if you really want to stick it through one Let's Play, we'll do that. But I think this is a game, it's kind of like a roguelike where you die and that's part of it. You're going to die. You're going to have to restart. So rather than carry this Let's Play on, I'll make a note in the first episode that this only lasts for about 10 episodes or so. And then we'll start a new one. All right, guys. I appreciate your patience on this one. I think this is a short episode. I can't remember if this just started or if I'm tying into another one, but I do think this is going to be it for us. So I can what is even left? Are we on we're on the civilian ships? Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate your patience on me learning this game. It's been super fun. If you have any suggestions for mods, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you again next time we start a new Starsector Let's Play.